So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is VVVVVV, or V, or the letter V 6 times, or WWW, whatever you want to call it. This site's the letter V 6 times. This is specifically version 2.0, because I'm going to abuse some glitches that are only 2.0. So what I did there is I killed myself by pressing R, which is only a 2.0 version glitch, which was because of the inclusion of player levels. Often enough you'd get stuck in a wall, and so they had to include something to actually get you out of that. That was the R button. But Terry and Simon, who were the ones that coded the game, just left that in for the main story. That's actually going to speed up a lot. I am getting Ultra Gibbs. Am I doing the Gravitron or...
you are.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't
There is a
think
$10 donation for no, but the same person will also give a $10 donation for yes.
Do you mind if I go over some donations?
1 second. So what I'm gonna do here is click through that line and hopefully not press up. So basically what I have to do is I have to hit flip the exact frame that line disappears. I can go through it. There's also no RNG in this run besides the Gravitron, so every death is my own fault.
Be excused, however, for missing something by rocking out.
Definitely.
I've pretty much got no more comments.
Okay, so we have $40 from Joshua Burnside. He says, Railcoon pointing. Had to get my donation in StarCraft run. Also StarCraft 2 action and amazing marathon. Also Steiner's Violent. Fighting? I know it's Korean for fighting. Am I still supposed to just say fighting? Oh, okay. They say it's fighting, okay. So $30 from Justin Barons. Rest in peace, Violent. And $20 from Sean Lee. My grandmother and cousin are cancer survivors, and I'm donating for them. Do you guys ever think about shaving seconds off your commute or other daily activities due to speedrunning? Put this towards contribute low %, 2 players, 1 controller. That's a great thing to donate for. So last year, you guys probably remember the Contra 3 2 players, 1 controller run, but low % is Pea shooter only. It is way harder this time, and the donation target is $2,000 to hit that by Friday morning. $100 from Steven Costello. Obligatory shout out to Team Liquid, Steiner to Violet. $30 from Sami Pikarainen. Hey there, Railcoon, and as a fellow StarCraft fan, it's really awesome to see you speedrun StarCraft 2. You rock. Put this donation to Blindfolded, Door of Time Skip, and Ocarina of Time. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll get one of the FXO jerseys. Did that already meet its goal? The Blindfold, Door of Time Skip?
Yeah,
Okay.
Should we show off these colors?
Yes, you should show off those.
You have to be able to name all 6 before you can show them off. I can't do that.
Go ahead.
Can you see them?
I can.
That's good.
That would. I could.
These are all glow in the dark.
And they all look the same, they're just different colors.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, all 6 here.
Can we check?
I was doing this earlier.
And our current donation total is $188,263.91. So we're getting close to that 200,000 mark. Yeah, let's see. Alright, and it's $5 to get in the drawing for the Pearlers during this run. We have $20 from John Lee. Second year watching and donating to this awesome event for a great cause. Keep up the great work. Put this towards naming Steiner Violet. Also shout out to Team Liquid and TLMS. TL Fighting!
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I know we're not reading all of your donation comments, but we have a lot of donation traffic, so we can't read them all. But do keep in mind that we are processing your donations. Oh, okay. So... Oh.
We're upgrading.
Oh.
It shouldn't take too long, like a couple minutes.
I still have this privilege.
Yeah, you can't do anything on it. So. Yeah. That's it.
Alright, which means you get to listen to the music. I guess.
You got some. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what?
You just can't read the donation.
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. We are upgrading the donation tracker server right now, so we can process your donations more quickly. We're having a very awesome problem of getting so many donations that you've bogged down our server.
Bogged down is a bit of an understatement.
Was it like 600 people in 2 hours?
But only with money, please. Don't get cute.
Can I still look at like challenges and stuff?
Alright, so what I'm going to try to do here is abuse hit detection on the edges. But I seem to not be able to get the timing. That time I got it. Wow. Really? Okay, wow. Alright.
Nice.
That took the longest time out of all my practice. Yeah. No. I've done plenty of no def any percents. Just to give a hint, no def 100% is possible, even if people who've played this game know that that prize for the reckless trinket, those spikes disappear in no def mode, and the room is changed, so it is possible. Yeah, I can't believe you got this far, I believe is the name. Yeah, it is. I don't remember the name in time trial mode. So, I mean, if you're just starting out playing this game, probably the hardest thing to do is just finding your way around. The game doesn't really let you know where anything is. You have a map, but it kind of wraps around.
Okay.
And probably a lot of people's favorite part of the run is coming up, the elephant.
Yeah.
If you've... Yeah, Viridian actually, because I killed myself at the very beginning, Viridian will stay sad until I complete the Gravitron. But yeah, if you stay in that room for 15 seconds, Viridian actually becomes sad. This is one of the 2 trinkets you get at 80% because it is faster. Yeah, the other trinket is in the final level.
So, in terms of challenges, you guys have met pretty much every single challenge we've thrown at you because you guys are so awesome and generous. But there's still one more challenge to be met. It's for Contra 3, which is being played tomorrow morning. For a 2-player, 1-controller low percent, nice. We're at $441.11 out of $2,000. And yes, like Niglaria said, hit that challenge.
Yeah, isn't there also Die Hard 2 people, 1
Oh yes, there's also Die Hard 2 people, 1 controller. It's at $2,647.55 out of $7,500.
So, can I actually say
to
something?
be determined. Sure, go ahead.
So that last trinket I got, going through Gordian Knot, surprisingly, that is the hardest trick in the run. Getting there the first time going underneath is actually frame perfect and pixel perfect. So in 2.0, you actually have the ability to flip 1 frame after you get off the platform. And I need to flip on that frame at the platform's lowest point.
It's really difficult to get deathless there.
So that was actually the hardest part of this run. And I've screwed up easy parts.
Yeah! I'm putting up 40 as you guys at first try.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
This one is for, of course, when you
Doesn't even matter.
Clearly, he wants Contra 3.
Oh, Contra 3 is great. Do it. Wow, I got that one too.
Chat just blew up.
Kind of easy stuff.
No, that's not easy. I actually have very few pixels to hit that.
Yes. Compared.
Everyone's really liking this run so far, by the way.
Which is funny because I screwed up the easy parts.
I bet you got frame perfect tricks.
Yeah, I've gotten frame perfect tricks and I can't get
You got
them.
many VVVVV, no one cares about anything.
Exactly. So, the first runner, Tranquilite, who runs this during summer games because he lives in the area, he's able to go to those. I was talking to him before the marathon. I'm basically like, it doesn't matter what your run's like as long as I hit Wenny Witty Wiki first try. I'm screwing up really easy stuff. Alright. I wasn't supposed to hit that checkpoint.
Do you mind if I go over upcoming donation incentives?
Can I actually talk about one last thing that's actually really important in this
Sure,
run?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this is Space Station 1, which if I didn't kill myself at the very beginning, I would be going through at the beginning of the game. The reason why I skip it is because I'm going to do a cutscene skip when I finish this level by pressing action, which is the flip, which I'm using space here, and killing myself on the same frame. That will actually allow me to not only skip the cutscene, but because of the timing, I'll be able to skip an intermission. So normally in a speedrun, I would skip intermission 2, which is the Gravitron, but you donated for the Gravitron, so I'm skipping intermission 1, which is the escort mission. And I don't think anyone wants to see that. So I missed that, which is kind of actually a pretty bad run ender. If I would continue that right now, I'm actually just going to quit the game. The game becomes unbeatable. So if I continue... Alright, I did not need to see that. So let's see if I can get it this time. Alright.
Nice.
That's one frame. I have to cancel it on the same frame. So if I were to continue on that on that cutscene, the game would mark Violet as rescued and then delete all the other things, all the other crew members from being unrescued. But they don't appear in their original levels, so you can't get them back. So the game becomes unbeatable with that. If I were to kill myself and go back to the checkpoint and then exit the game, what happens is all the crewmates are rescued except for Violet. And I can't get Violet back, again making the game unbeatable. That's kind of actually tricky to do fast. Alright, if I hit any of those checkpoints, then I would have to go back.
Yeah, like I said, this is kind of hard to do fast. Like, that's the motto for me in this entire game.
Yeah. Alright, so is it okay if I go over some upcoming donation wars?
Sure. I just have the Gravitron coming up next. Go ahead.
Alright, so for Super Metroid, for saving and killing the animals, we have $1,326.51 for killing them, $1,096.54 for saving them, and $145 for taunting them, which means you open the door and then you just run away.
Alright, so what people donated for, the Gravitron, a minute. If I die, it resets the nearest 5 seconds. The only RNG in the run, except it's only RNG between, well, it's RNG except for certain points. Like seconds 48 through 40 are non-RNG, and then seconds 20 and after that are also not RNG based. Those are set patterns. The rest of it is. Nope, it's RNG except for certain points.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, RNG stands for Random Number Generator, which is basically like randomness or luck.
That was a bad choice on my part. I should have been able to. I should have gone live. Yeah, that was not too bad of a death. No. I was hoping to get a perfect Gravitron. Sorry, guys.
There's a good reason I used this song in the first promo.
Yeah.
Shouts to Solai.
Yeah, shoutouts to Solai for doing that.
Very nice.
So that was Positive Force, which I guess is a lot of people's favorite song. Yeah, you get to hear that song again. I really hope I have 17 trinkets. Alright, I wasn't really keeping track.
Yeah, everyone loved that Gravitron, by the way.
Alright. Sorry I couldn't do that perfectly.
The speedrunner's lament.
No, this has been pretty bad. Oh well. So, interesting enough, if you do that in no death mode, you obviously can't cutscene skip because that requires you to kill yourself. But if you die on the last enemy after the seconds turn to 0, the game music still plays as if you won. As if kind of taunting you. Because you see, normally the music stops during the game over screen. But if you die right there, the music continues. And you're just like, I have to do all that again. That happened quite a few times while going for no death mode. Alright, so the tower, which is the auto-scroller in the game. Wow. Tower. I'm going to speed this up a little bit.
You're right.
So-
For the one that Gravitron, bring it towards the
So shoutouts for Blecky,
It's
or
been,
Richie.
it's been met.
Where have you been, man?
Kind of. Go ahead.
I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, so everyone just kind of missed that trick. So shoutouts to Blecky, who you saw doing Goof Troop. He was Max. That was a great run. He showed me the spots to basically kill myself on those checkpoints. So anytime a checkpoint is basically upside down, I can kill myself on the spikes as soon as I hit those checkpoints. And that saves about 5 hits of the second every time I do that. So I hit it 6 times in any percent mode. I hit it 4 times on 100%. And those save 2 and 4, or 4 and 2 respectively. And by competitive, it's kind of Tranquilite myself. And Tranquilite doesn't even do 100%.
So I'm getting a report that the developer, Terry Kavanagh, is in chat, and he's just really shocked because he doesn't know like all of these sequence breaks. No pressure, by the way.
I was talking to.
patch it.
Well, he patched it in 2.1, so which hasn't been released officially. So I have to apologize for Terry because I'm pretty sure you don't like those sequence breaks. Although you seem to be kind of fond of the line clip I did during my No Death run, because I know someone linked that on your forums. Yeah, 1405. So I just wrap around. I avoid wrapping around by just hitting that line twice.
Do you mind if I read off some donations in the meantime?
Go ahead.
Alright, so we have $20 from Gregory Tyler. Shout out to Pop and Carm for fighting good fight against cancer. I would like $10 to go toward episode 4 in Doom, already met, and $10 in Cold Knight, already met. If Kubel Wagon could chest bump a Cyber Demon at some point, that would be cool. I think that's kind of the last thing he wants to do, but...
This is gonna be a bad time.
We have $100 from Brian Graham. Shout out to Drexler. $100 to Linking the Fire and Dark Souls, because this event is all about saving people. Lost my grandma to brain cancer, and an aunt is in treatment right now. Good luck and have fun to all the runners. Thank you for your story, Brian. Yeah, just feel free to dedicate your donation, to someone special to you. Someone passed away. I think there was someone who proposed a donation comment. That's pretty awesome.
And an update on the story. They accepted.
Oh, they accepted. Awesome. So yeah, you can dedicate to someone in the room. So just feel free to do that, if you please.
Also, donate to win these. Set of 6 furthers. Yes,
I can.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, so time is going to be when game complete shows up.
Okay.
time. That was a really bad run.
2003.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. So to go over this screen, okay, so I'll go over this screen. The hardest room is blank because I died most often in the overworld, which doesn't have a room name. So 21 of those deaths are intentional. The 100% that I have had 2 unintentional deaths. That was a 1748. Game time, as you heard from Uranium Anchor, was 2003, whereas the game time says 1919. That's because this game runs in 29.49 frames per second. So,
What?
yeah. Yeah, the timer also goes in 29.49 frames per second. So, so what we do when we compare version times is we go by the game time and not real time because this version is slightly slower. I believe that's fixed in 2.1, but you can't kill yourself in 2.1, so it's kind of useless.